We got 1 minute.
Nope, 7:30.
Oh, it's 7:30.
Say hi.
Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Come at me with questions if there's something you need to know or would like to know. I might possibly know it. I do try to educate myself instead of getting indoctrined. Is it good?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
messing around.
Way to trade sides. I can't read that.
We have 2 people watching now.
Who's the other one?
I don't know if they haven't said.
All right. I guess we'll get this started. Now, I got to be careful what I say, or YouTube will flag this. So, we're going to talk about the shot. Now, I've been telling everybody for months that there is nanotechnology in that shot. And everybody laughed at me and made fun of me. And, well, Google it. Even the mainstream media now is confessing that there is nanotechnology in that shot. Now, the reason why that's a big deal, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, nanotechnology is programmable. Okay?
Eric said he should have told me that months ago.
Yeah. It's programmable. It runs off a radio frequency. So, now that hackers are taking over the world, and I'm not going to say Russian hackers, because no, that's not who is doing that. What is this?
Just keep going.
It's messing me up. It's not Russian hackers. It's the globalists. Now you can't see the questions.
Nope, they'll come on here.
Okay. So since it is, oh, and another thing, nanotechnology has the ability to self-replicate. So for instance, your first shot, they put the technology in there. Nanos. Google it, man, if you think I'm wrong. Number two, the second shot. The stuff it needs to replicate. Now, since it runs off a frequency, it can be hacked. So imagine this nanotechnology just going through your body and replicating. Gets hacked with bad intentions. Has some problems. And with the illness that is so deadly, do you really need 24-hour media coverage reminding you over and over and over again how deadly it is? And then Fauci, he's a liar. They done proved that. We done got a hold of his emails. And Fauci and another guy was at that lab a couple of years before this illness was set free. And I said from the beginning, it was man-made. And again, everybody, oh no. Yeah, now that it's in Fauci's emails, it's man-made. I just wonder when people are going to quit doubting me. Probably never. You know, I will go religious on this. You know who doubted Jesus the most? His own family. So just hope that the Russian hackers don't get that frequency, or you're in trouble. And I'm not saying that illness is not real, because it is real. And when that variant from India, which is already here. Now, if you've been to India, I have, and I got sick. Those people got the strongest immune systems in the world because of the way they live. So now we are going to be in big trouble. And that shot, is it going to protect you from this new variant? No.
Adrian said hi.
Hey, Adrian, my brother, a member of the pack.
And he also said that I guess y'all were talking about the nano 2 weeks ago.
See, I'm ahead. I'm always 2 weeks ahead, man.
And everybody brought Fauci hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
And then Country Boy said, I mean, it's all man-made. Everyone that claims different are fried in the brain.
They're brainwashed. Look, I'm telling you, the mainstream media is nothing but a propaganda machine. That's all it is. They do nothing but lie. They tell about 30% truth, such as the Kardashians. How does that crap even make the news, man? When there's really... You guys don't even know that China done sunk one of our ships. And Russia, they are building up. They're fixing to jump somebody. And, I try to stay away from politics and all, but I really don't even care anymore. Oh, Sippy Cup Joe thinks he's going to outdo Putin. That ain't happening. And then Sippy Cup Joe. And if I lose subscribers, so be it. Because really, I remember a time when people could disagree and still be friends.
Yeah, they just agree to disagree.
And still be friends. Now everybody's so sensitive. A bunch of snowflakes, man. I can barely handle it. That's why I enjoy my job. Because, a grown man goes carrying on me where I work, I get to beat the snot out of him. And I can have him put in jail because the law is on my side. So it is what it is. I'm tired and irritable. I got to go to work tonight. I've been working a lot of hours. Because right now, you need to gather unto you what is yours. I warned everybody a couple of months ago about this hyperinflation, and it's here to stay. Nobody wants to listen because they're too busy listening to CNN. Why do you think when Harris went down there to Guatemala, and there's all these people meeting her to protest her, you know why? Because they don't watch CNN down there, man. She still has not been to the border. We have got a terrible situation on our hands, and nobody's talking about it. I mean, these kids are getting dumped off at the border. That is a terrible situation. And those kids getting dumped off and left like that, they're liable to turn out to be some very rough, hard people because they are mentally scarred. America's prisons has over 500,000 illegal aliens that we are providing medical care for, feeding them breakfast, lunch, and supper, and housing them in air conditioning.
They got it made.
Because we can't just ship them back, because then they'll come right back and do the same thing.
Yeah, Eric just said send them back.
They'll come right back and do the same thing. I know what we need to really do, but I can't say that because YouTube don't like that.
Adrian did a X and TV, so like no TV.
So when one of these illegal aliens kills one of your family members, you might change your mind about Biden and Harris. Just saying. Because they literally invited those people here. And it's a mess. It's inhumane the way those people are being held, but they got nowhere else to put them. I personally feel, and I really, at this point, I don't even care if I lose subscribers. I personally feel if you voted for Joe, knowing his open border policy and stop building the wall and all that, you need to take these people into your home and feed them and give them a safe place to stay. I didn't vote for none of that mess. Yeah, orange man bad. Look, if you believe that, that's fine. You know, hey. But look at what's going on now since there's been a power change. Look at all the violence. Look at all the insanity that is going on. Look at the price of everything. And we're just getting started. You better, and I keep saying this and saying this, you better buy some food. And it's just going to keep going up, man. What's going to happen? And see, this new administration, they want you to have to work 2 jobs to make your bills. You know why? Because they're so recklessly spending this money. They need to double income tax your rear end. A lot of people not, oh man, I'm having to work 2 jobs. That's what they want. That's 2 income tax they get to take from you. We're being played, man. It is what it is. I said I would never go political on here, but I just can't take it no more. We, the people, are going to get tired of this crap. And there's some stuff going to start happening. But I'm not doing nothing. I'm not admitting. I plead the fifth. I ain't doing nothing. I'm staying right here. Anybody comes up here, they're going to have big problems. Do I got a question?
No, not a question. But Adrian was saying send them back, but no disposing of them.
Adrian, you are a nice guy.
Yeah, he even put a little emoji with a halo on it.
You're a nice guy, brother.
And then Eric said, let me find it. We got our own problems here at home. Country Boy said, I already knew all that. Adrian, I just shot a rat with an awesome bow you recommended before your live real talk.
Now, if you really want to man up, wear you some gloves and clean that rat and cook it and eat it with some rice. Because I did it for 3 years, but I didn't know it was rat for a good 6 months when I was in Thailand. But it will. If you can handle it, I'm just messing with you, man. I would eat that rat. Meat is meat. I got no problem with it. Now, speaking of that, I don't need to watch this show that I just started watching. Utopia.
We found it on Amazon Prime.
It's pretty much what the hell's going on right now.
Hold on. Adrian put a sicky face and a throw up face.
Hey, Mickey Mouse tastes good, man. Lisa, a lot of people, my viewers, they know, I was in Thailand for 3 years. I was getting fed rice and meat. And 6 months in, I had a boy that could speak some English bring me my food. And I'm like, what is this I'm eating? And he just goes, Mickey Mouse tastes good.
Yeah, it's the movie Utopia.
Yeah, Utopia. It's a series. But our future is the road, the book of Eli. You put all that together, and we are in big trouble. We're in big trouble. I'll tell you another thing, too. If you have to have a vehicle, which I suggest you get a bicycle, but if you have to have a vehicle, you need to get something fuel efficient. We are going to be outpriced to where only the rich can afford gas. What's the question?
Well, first, Adrian said you are a demand. And Eric said, what should the average man do to prepare?
There's a saying, beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. And you need to come out and let me teach you about some wild edibles. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. Good luck finding bullets. Oh, yeah, this just happened. We had 7 million rounds of ammunition on its way to America. But no, the Mexican cartel, they jacked them trucks and took them 7 million rounds. So the price of ammo is still going to be crazy if you can find methods of self-defense. Don't just depend on that gun. Crossbow, longbow, knife, whatever it is you feel comfortable with.
BB gun, pellet gun.
Whatever it is you're comfortable with. You shot at and you've never been shot at before. You're going to be freaking out trying to get to your weapon. So I'm not saying go out there and get shot at. I do that almost every weekend. It's nothing new to me. But you need to learn how to meditate to be able to slow things down. So take the safety off. You know everything you need to do to get that thing running, whatever it is you're using. Now remember this, a knife never jams, never runs out of ammunition, and works great in the dark. And up close, you're not going to miss nothing important. And up close, well, this place I'm at now, they kind of messed that theory up. Up close, you know, if you pop somebody with a 9, it's going to go through them and get the person standing behind them. So I was like, man, just use the blade. That way it won't go through them and get the person behind them. But this new spot I'm working at, their knives, it's like a Crocodile Dundee moment for me. She'll tell you, I come home my first night and said, I got to take a bigger knife there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he did.
I was out knifed, man. But now mine's bigger.
Yeah. Adrian told us a movie, World War Z. And then also
Talk loud, I can hear you.
And also G19. Most folks ain't got the stomach for knifing.
Look here. That may be true. I just don't have a problem with it. I don't know. I'm just hard. And in a situation, you will surprise yourself of what you're capable of doing. Some people will surprise themselves, and some people will let themselves down. That's why, you know, as a group, and we're together, and something happens, I got it. Just sit back, watch my back, stay in the rear with the gear. I'll handle it. And it really doesn't matter how many they are, because there's other ways. You don't have to have a gun. I know how to get a pressure cooker and make something go boom in a big way. I mean, and her, she's dangerous, man. You know, I got my buddies. They haven't killed a deer all season. She done killed 2 with the truck. So, you know, you always run somebody over if you can afford the gas in there. Just
Vehicles
saying.
Always work. I felt bad for running over the deers, but you can always run over a person.
Oh, yes, you can, because I about got sent to prison for that.
Adrian said, the man, we gotta retire you, man, says the wife.
It's that cigarette smoke, man. I'm pretty good at dodging bullets and knives and all that, but man, that smoke, I can't take it. I can't take that smoke.
And then also Adrian said that G19 will destroy for sure. Detour for sure. And then Jason said, with that truck, LOL, better than no dead deer.
Yeah, she got 2 of them with a truck. She didn't mean to. And I was kind of upset because I do hunt deer with a knife.
Yeah.
But I'm going to warn you, if you don't do it, them deer will mess you up. You really got to be pretty much an expert to hunt the way I hunt. I hunt hogs, big old boars, deer. I hunt with a knife.
And then that one time you had that spear with that hog.
Yeah, I've speared hogs.
I mean, it was huge spear.
Yeah. I like to make it a fair fight. You know, it's just not fair. You know, a deer ain't got no gun, but I'll tell you what, if the deers did have a gun, they would not be very many people hunting because those things are sneaky. I've seen something, but I can't read that.
You gotta run up on it. On a knife.
Actually, no. On an animal, you gotta sneak up on it. There are certain ways, and I'll discuss that, in another. I can tell you exactly how to do it, but I really suggest you don't do it. I've been doing it my whole life. I have seen people get hurt real bad by hogs and deer.
Jason said, "That's awesome, brother. Using a knife is the real deal."
It is. It's more of a, I don't like to call it a sport, but the animal has more of a chance. And I'm telling you, in a survival situation, the last thing you want to do is get injured. I just happen to be really good at it. I'm just a lot of people say I ain't right. Well, I figured it out because she hears it all the time. Man, you ain't right. You ain't right. Because I look at things completely different from everybody else. Because people ain't been through what I've been through. I know what death smells like. I know what a last man's breath sounds like. I know a lot of stuff that I wish I didn't know. Okay? Nevertheless, because I do know these things, gives me the edge. Things can go bad very quickly. So please, this inflation is not going to slow down. You need to buy food. You need to be able to protect that food. You need to have a water source.
Okay. Adrian said antlers, ouch.
Yes, they will mess you up. Just Google or YouTube what happens to a person when a deer gets a hold to them. Or a hog.
And then I've seen a guy use a tomahawk, but that's about it so far. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like throwing axes too. But I don't want the deer or the hog to run off with my axe stuck in it. So I'm not going to risk that.
And then Jason said, right, I agree. It's more of a feel for the hunt type of hunt using weapons other than a rifle.
Yes. I've lost 2 soldiers in the last 12 days. Doing security work. They both got shot dead. In the last 12 days, 2 of my guys have been shot dead doing security work. It is really getting rough and it is getting dangerous out there. And you know who shoots people? Except for in war. People that can't fight. I have taken a lot of guns away from people and really made them regret that. Because normally, I will tell you, if somebody's talking, somebody that's going to shoot you, they don't talk about it, they just do it. And 99% of the time, if somebody hits you with that weapon, because you can pistol whoop somebody, man, you can walk them up. But normally, most time, if they hit you with that weapon, that means they're probably not going to shoot you. I've seen something pop up.
Oh, okay.
You need to.
It just.
Okay. No, it didn't. Anyway.
Okay, Adrian said we should purchase those tuna, chicken, and salmon packets for prepping. Oh, should we purchase?
The packages kind? I'm just so worried about them getting pierced.
And he said they are inexpensive, easy to store, and yum.
They are delicious. I eat them all the time when they're given to me, because I don't buy that kind of stuff, because I don't have to. I mean, I catch most of my own food. I hunt most of my own food. I grow most of my own food. But they are great. Just remember, with your food storage, it needs to be climate controlled. And those pouches, just make sure they don't get punctured. Because if you got a 5-gallon bucket slap full and just one container that has any kind of liquid in there gets punctured, it can ruin your whole bucket of food. So be careful with that.
They're like $2 and vacuum sealed.
Yeah, they're great. Just make sure they don't get punctured, and try not to let them get hot.
The ones I like, especially the chicken kind, are it's like a lunch thing. It's in a box. With the chicken ones are in a little can. It has some crackers, a little spoon, and a cookie. Those are what I like.
She likes those, but he's talking about the pack.
I know.
You know the pouches, right?
Yes.
Well, and that's another thing. Pop tops. Careful storing them. You go to stacking too much stuff on top of that pop top, and it's going to compromise its integrity, and it may pop open. I will tell you that the Great Value Spam, it's terrible as far as the tops coming unpopped. That's where you need to get a name brand Spam if you can, if you eat pork. Some people don't eat pork for religious reasons. Some people don't eat pork because it gives them gout,
stomach issues.
I eat anything. Now, I know I shouldn't eat pork, but if I kill it, I'm going to grill it. I'm not going to waste no food.
No, he's not.
Something will sit out for 3 days, and I'll still eat it. I'm not wasting it.
He just cooks it thoroughly.
Yeah, I just cook it thoroughly, and I'm still kicking.
Adrian said, got it. Don't pop the top. Don't pop the top.
Just don't stack too much stuff on top of it because the weight.
And he don't eat Spam.
Well, one good thing about Spam, it lasts a long time. The Hawaiians, World War II, they would have starved if it wasn't for Spam. That's why Hawaiians have a weight problem, because that's not their natural diet. And she's been to Hawaii.
Yes.
Well, did you notice that Spam everything down there? Probably. I mean, I can go on like Bubba Gump with Spam in Hawaii.
Oh, it says okay, it's good.
I have an internet issue, guys, and I apologize for that. I live out in the woods. And I'm trying to work it out the best I can.
It's good though. But go on.
So what's some of the stuff I got down there?
Hyperinflation.
Oh, the hyperinflation, man. We are doomed. Okay, you better buy it now. You better buy it now. You're going to. It's just not going. Nothing's going to go down in price, except for maybe wood. Yeah, and I will tell you about this whole wood situation. There is no wood shortage. That's a lie. What they did, and this is all a conspiracy theory that is true. The bankers and the globalists and all these people that seem to be running the show, this is what they did. They bought up all the wood and put it in warehouses. And you're like, why would they do that? I'll tell you why. They bought all that wood, hid it in all these big warehouses to make a
Wow.
$50,000 house be an $80,000 house because of the price of wood. They're, oh man, my house is worth so much because of the wood. It's a scam, man. It's a scam. It's a way to get people more in debt. The more you pay, just say the house is $50,000, which that's not much of a house anymore, and now it's $80,000 because of the price of the wood that they literally got stashed away in these big warehouses. It's a scam to drive the house marketing up because they know everybody's trying to buy homes right now.
Yeah, Adrian said they're hoarding the wood.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're hoarding it up to drive the prices of the houses up. The big banks are behind all this. So now, like a $200,000 house just went up to $300,000 because of the wood scam, the so-called shortage. It's all piled up. They got, and as far as cooking oils and grease, and look, you need to go ahead and get motor oil. You need to get everything you're going to need because there's fixing to be major shortages of everything.
Jason had a comment about the inflation that they buy the spring water by the gallon jugs, and they go to Walmart and fill it up and all. And it was 80 cents, and now it's $1.08.
And it's just going to keep going up, and it's just water. I filter my own water; it's cheaper. But I just have a hard time buying water. But I will, because the water out here is awful.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, whew. But I filter it twice. I was filtering it 3 times, but that filter gave out. Because I'm trying to save, what I can. Buy you a water filtration system. You're going to need it. When the grid goes down, you're going to need to be able to filter ditch water. You're going to be able to filter pond water, pit water, whatever kind of water you can get. You're going to have to filter it.
Jason said we're the only mammals paying to eat and drink.
That's true. Look, I'm just going to say it. Our system is failing. And you know why they're saying, oh, nobody wants to go back to work because we're paying so much in unemployment. That is a little bit of the truth. But you know what a lot of it is? Yeah, all these places are hiring, but they're not paying a living wage. And these people have sit home and draw this unemployment for a while. And they're like, man, I don't feel like a slave anymore. They got a taste of freedom. Because, ever since you was a child, your parents get up, go to school. That's what school's all about. Get up, go to school. They teach you just enough to be able to do a job. But to get paid at a certain time. And it's to train you to be used to being a slave to the system. That's why I usually only take high-paying jobs. And that's why I do risky work, because it pays better. I'm actually one of the few people, I enjoy my job. It's just, I'm having a meeting tomorrow, so things is changing. Things is changing. Because people are now starting to want personal security. These neighborhoods are getting robbed. I think it's in next week, there's going to be like over, I can't remember, it's like 1 million people getting evicted. It's some crazy number. Is there something, a question on there?
Not a question. Adrian said buy a Berkey now, and then also you can afford it 10 cents a gallon.
Yeah, a Berkey is the way to go. Now, I don't have a Berkey because I just don't have the money to buy one. Because I just been using these things here.
Ones that we just get from Walmart.
Yeah. Now, I do want a Berkey, and I need to go ahead and just bite the bullet and get one. But I've been so busy trying to pay everything off. I'm trying to get out of debt while preparing. And it's really hard, you know. It's like I'm running around trying to do 10 different things at one time.
A lot of folks I know retooled and they don't want to bow to the boss.
Yeah. Because it's servitude. And you know what servitude is? It's a nice word for slavery.
And also he said, you must, I think, on the Berkey thing.
Yeah, I got to get me a Berkey. You were right about that. Hey, if anybody wants to buy me one. But really, though, God bless America. But these guys, you know, right now we're the laughing stock of the world. Like Joe Biden, you know why all these other countries, they're happy that Joe's in there? It's because here we go again. We're paying their bills. That's why, you know, love him or hate him, I really don't care. But that's why Trump pulled out of NATO. It's because he's like, look, we're not paying for everything. Yeah. But now Joe's going in there and undoing everything that Orange Man did. And tell me this, why is Joe going to shut down our pipeline, but just gave Russia the go for their pipeline? Ask yourself that. Why would he do that? Money. All these politicians are so crooked. There's something I want to say, but I just can't say it. But let me dance around it. We need some sort of population control on these varmints. Let's put it that way. And I'm just a hard guy, okay? Don't expect me to be a nice guy. I'm going to do what I have to do. That's why I need guys like Adrian to keep me in chat and go, yo, bro, you know, don't be so hard, man. Because that's really all I know. That's all that works for me. You know, when I'm at work, I got to be hard, man. Those people will kill me. But I'm working on that as far as that danger situation. I got big plans. Adrian, you got me in the right direction on that, brother.
Okay. He also said, get the travel edition, $2.99 for you and your wife. It will be perfect for y'all, and you will feel fantastic about the investment. And then, I think.
Yeah, about the Berkey.
And then also, they are trying population control us.
Absolutely. Look, here's that conspiracy theory. Agenda 21, population control. What year is it? A lot of people, it took them a minute to put that Agenda 21. You know, if y'all were involved, I've been in this for a long time. And that's why she's like, man, everything you said was going to happen has happened. And Agenda 21, population control, man, that's part of what's in that show.
Adrian said 2030.
Yeah, well, they keep bumping it up because you got guys like me that are going, nope, not today. So it's guys like me that keep slowing them down. But guys like me, we're dying off. We're a dying breed. You guys are going to be in big trouble when all us guys are gone. I really don't. I really don't know. I'm really concerned for the younger people, and they're being so indoctrinated. I mean, these college kids, they believe that communism is a good thing. Look, a lot of people don't know this, and it may sound unpatriotic because I am a patriot, but I'm also someone who tells the truth. Well, unless charges are pending. Anyway, when Russia has a Christian president, which Putin is a Christian, and believes in free enterprise, and then America has a socialist president that is trying to have government run everything, what the hell is going on? The world's upside down. I can't believe it that I'm looking at Putin. You know, Russia's always been my enemy. And I'm looking at going, dang, we ain't a man like that over here. Let me tell you something about Putin. He's a Spetsnaz. Just do your work on the Spetsnaz and what kind of training they have to do. You know, those guys are issued a dead body to carry around to get them used to death in their training. And the worst butt whooping I ever had was from a Spetsnaz. And me and him got into it, and man, oh man, I regretted that.
Jason said he was about to say that, yeah, you're a dying breed.
Yes.
And then Adrian said Agenda 2030 is, hold on, where did it go? Is the real life strategy. Teach who you can. Some are already bots.
Yeah. Some people are so indoctrinated that they refuse to see the truth. They just, the ship is sinking and the band's still playing.
And, reading.
Yeah, okay. I see stuff popping up there.
Jason said that he's 43. I know, and I'm with you. They're smacking us all in the face with this potato head for a leader of the supposed free world.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to break us. See how red my face is? They're trying to give guys like us a heart attack. They're trying to kill us with high blood pressure and stress because we're like, man, what the hell's going on, you bunch of idiots? They're trying to break our will. It's the same thing, you know, with the police. You know, look, I've dealt with asshole cops, but let me tell you what, there's some good ones out there too, okay? And they can't help but be hard because they got to deal with scum all day, every day. So it makes them kind of rough to deal with. So you have a bad experience with them. But what's behind this whole defund the police? They're trying to break the cops. So they're like, oh, we have no cops. Then they're going to bring in a federal police force. And I'm telling you what, those guys, they got no soul, man. And they don't care what you think about them. Those are the guys that attacked them people in Ruby Ridge. Those are the guys that killed all them people in Waco. Those are the guys out there that killed them cattlemen. Those guys are not playing. Those guys are like me, really, except for I'm a good guy.
Adrian said that he talked with a Russian Uber driver, and he said Putin is a Hitler type.
Well, opinions vary. You know, you get a Russian that's in America, he's going to be scared. So he's not going to up talk. because he's like, he might have a patriot go, what? You're Russian? What are you doing in my country? Are you a spy? And then if he goes talking good about Putin, that might be the end of him. You get some dude fresh out of the Marines, and that's not going to fly very well. But it just comes down to respect. That man is to be respected. And what I mean by that is, in our society today, if they don't fear you, they don't respect you. It's kind of like I will say, look, respect that rattlesnake, because that's how most people get bit, by messing around with it. It is what it is. I can't change it. And I'm not pro Russia. Those guys are probably going to end up attacking us, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm a patriot. No. So I'm just saying, it is what it is. Look, in Russia, male or female, you got to do 2 years in the military. I had a Russian girlfriend that could take apart her AK and put it back together blindfolded in less than 2 minutes. What are our kids doing? What are they doing? Oh, they're worried about what gender they are? That's a whole nother diversion, man. And I'm not even going to get into that. That's the most aggravatingest thing. I can't even get started on that. A dog. A dog is either a male or a female. You can cut his balls off and he's still a male.
Yep.
Just because you stick a feather up your ass does not make you a chicken. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because, the real gay people are embarrassed with all this hoopla weirdo stuff going on. Okay? Because I do know gay people, and I have no problem with them whatsoever. Because they are not this, I'm a work in progress, and all that. No, that's embarrassing to them. That's these young, crazy people that's on drugs, man. Going around, spreading that terrible disease. The regular gay people that I grew up with, they're nothing like that. I have good friends that I love. It is what it is.
Okay, I gotta catch up with the comments here. All right. Adrian said that's why we gotta get you doing a big picture security. You have earned it. And then also he said, I understand about the Russian. However, he seemed quite put off when I spoke highly of Putin. Furthermore, research suggests that Putin is ruthless.
Yes, he is. Putin don't put up. See, look. Don't mistake what I'm saying, okay? I respect that. You know why? I'm ruthless too. It takes a ruthless man to deal with a ruthless man. It's just I'm the good guy. It takes a good man skilled at violence that has the strength to do the horrible things that must be done in war, and then not judge himself for what he did. If I judge myself for the things that I have done, I couldn't live with it. That's why I have PTSD. But everything I did was a necessity.
All right. Jason said, my 13-year-old came home telling us about how bad Orange Man was, according to her teachers. They're indoctrinating in elementary now.
Yes.
Yeah. And then also,
the socialist communists are taking over our schools.
And then also Jason said, yep, gay, not gay, whatever, just leave it away from me. You do you, but not me.
Exactly. And you know, the gays that I know, they are embarrassed with all this stuff that's going on. They're like, look, that's like 1% of weirdos that's on methamphetamines and all kind of drugs out there walking around with dog chains on their neck and, you know, and just all kind of weird stuff. And they're putting kids in those parades when you got guys walking around with their butt cheeks hanging out. Look, that kind of stuff needs to stay in the bedroom. What happens in someone's bedroom, that's America, okay? What happens in your bedroom, that's your business. That's why, you know, hey, I don't care what someone's orientation is. You protect me, I'll protect you. I don't care what race someone is. You protect me, I'll protect you. It doesn't matter. But they're trying to divide us. Divide and conquer. They're trying to make this whole thing over racism. And it's not. It's not. It's over right and wrong. My right-hand man in my security business is a big black man.
He's so tall. Wow.
And I trust him with my life. Because when it comes down to it, I don't care what color he is. That man can fight. And he ain't scared, and he'll take a gun from somebody and beat them half to death with it, because I've seen him do it.
Mm-hmm.
And there ain't nobody putting their hands on my Tiny. Because he's a big man, but we call him Tiny. And Tiny knows they touch him, and they going to have to deal with me. Because I love my men that work for me. Like I said, 2 of my soldiers just got killed.
Adrian did 100% on what she was saying earlier. And then they're teaching in the schools.
True communism looks like. Because Cuba is beautiful, but man, their living condition is horrible.
Okay. They were in Gettysburg last week, and it was Pride, the Gay Pride Day parade thing. And apparently they saw all kinds of crap. I don't want to see that crap, man. Your home is one place, but on the street, sickening.
Well, no, just they're trying to do. They're trying to get us to hate. But I'm telling you, that is just 1%. They're on drugs and just crazy. The regular gay people, they're staying at home. They're keep their mind their own business, and they ain't bothering nobody.
Adrian said, "Easy, bro. It's all good on YouTube."
I know. I'm just wide open right now, man. I've been through a lot of stress. Like I said, man, I buried 2 soldiers this week. And I've been dealing with a lot. You know, that's why if I go ghost a lot. And if I'm ghosting, that's because I'm dealing with stuff. So if I ever ghost anybody, look, don't take it personal. I will get back in touch. Or if you're like, man, that dude's been ghosting for a while, get in touch with me. You know, because I have to take care of myself also. You know, and losing 2 of my soldiers, man, that was rough on me.
Jason said condolences.
Huh?
Jason said condolences.
Thank you, brother. You know, those guys were shot at point blank range right out of nowhere. Just right out of nowhere. Just doing their job. They were just doing their job. And then some jerk come up and just popped them. It's getting dangerous out there, man. I mean, it's getting so bad. You know, when your wife, So you really need to work that security. You need to teach your wife, look, be aware of your surroundings at all times. You are never safe. There is no safe spaces anymore.
No. Adrian said, I'll find you. I'm buying one of those mosquito suits, man.
You gotta have one of them mosquito suits because it's not going to be long until somebody brings some mosquitoes over here that's got some kind of weird disease. And next thing you know, you get mosquito bit and then you're sick.
Well, like that one that you was wearing in one of your other videos.
Yeah.
You can also hide them.
Yeah, you can. And I'm real good at hiding. You know, I will tell you this, good camouflage and don't move. Even when somebody's looking at you, because I'm a trained sniper, okay? And I'll be sitting there in a good hide, and somebody would be looking right at me. And most people would just get up and run. But through experience, I know he's sitting there going, is that somebody or is that just the bushes? And as long as you don't move, they're mine, because what the eyes see, the brain believes. Their mind will say, oh, that's just bushes. But they will look right at you. Just don't move. And then they'll just go on their way. Most of the time. Now you get a guy that's experienced like me, and I look over there. I'm just going to put a couple rounds in there just to see if somebody hollers. But most people don't know. Most people, they just go. They go on about their business.
Adrian said, I studied your videos, man. So many. Thanks for wealth of info.
Hey, man, I do what I can. And this is something everyone needs to learn. Learn to use the tools that you have. Everybody wants this and they want that. And look, just learn to use what you got and get good with it. The weapon don't make the man makes the weapon. I can go against someone that's got the most awesomest rifle in the whole world, and I can still get him.
Adrian, so you got to go to work.
Yes,
We've been on for an hour.
I do got to go to work, man. That's enough.
Adrian, I'm so surprised that you reminded him.
All right, guys, and I know I'm being kind of rough today too, so thank y'all for being a part of this, and we'll do another live soon.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
And I'm just going to say it one more time. Please get some groceries. Please get you some groceries and put back. And with that, this is the All-American Prepper. Stay ready and have a blessed day.